Top 5 most brutal courtroom fights.
The man speaking is the defendant's stepfather, James Zeke Parker. He appears to be addressing the man in the green shirt, James Kuhn Sr., the father of the murdered brothers. And the man trying to push Parker back is a friend of the victims, Jeremy Millian. Millian takes the first swing, and it's the only one he'll get in.
It is a scene from a Florida double homicide trial. 2 counts of first-degree murder and aggravated assault with a weapon are brought against the defendant, Jason Clare, outside a pub. James and Joel, 2 brothers, were killed by Jason there. However, because the hearing was postponed, there was a commotion among the families during the trial.
As he makes his way towards the exit, Chief Security Officer Tommy Hurst attempts to arrest Dawn for disorderly conduct, but the trash tosser quickly becomes a trash talker, telling Hurst he's not stopping. But as another security guard positions herself between Dawn and the exit, things get physical. Hurst grapples with Dawn from behind. Dawn then snatches the security wand and smashes Hurst multiple times, splitting his head open. Eventually, Hurst gets the upper hand and takes Dawn down to the ground. Later, he'd need 6 staples to close the gash on his head and still had no idea why Dawn was so enraged.
Richie Dawn here, but then he slammed the garbage can against the wall and attempted to beat the security guard when he tried to arrest him for misbehaving, which caused a great deal of mayhem.
And this Vietnam vet is now on a mission to restore order. As a third bailiff makes his way over to help, there's Webb, right in the middle of the action. Webb makes his move, attempting to put Hall in a headlock. As the scuffle continues, Hall refuses to give up.
Timothy J. Hall, 26, was accused with 2 charges of second-degree assault. You can tell that's a bailiff moving around. The Vietnam veteran, who is now 70, is working to put everything back in order. It arrives at Hall as a third bailout. A bailiff is there at the center of the activity. He moves, striving to break the headlock. As Hall fights back, a bailiff grabs his cuffs to take control as the struggle goes on.
Sheriff's deputies step up as Wilson begins speaking directly to the man who killed his sister. Wilson lunges at Lamoureux, but his lawyer pushes Wilson back against the barrier. Lamoureux stands up as if he's ready to rumble, but a deputy slams him to the ground and away from the melee. Chairs are left spinning as deputies drag Wilson to the floor and restrain him.
Tristan Lamoureux, who was accused of murder, was on trial. Sheriff's officers had encircled him. Brian Wilson is asked by Judge Mike Westfall to approach the front of the courtroom. Wilson gives the defendants a threatening gaze as he approaches the podium, but Tristan appears unconcerned as he sways back and forth in his chair. Wilson interrupts his tearful speech and focuses solely on Tristan as he speaks. Lamoureux doesn't seem to be affected by the words, so Wilson attempts a new strategy by starting a commotion.
He's looking directly at Madison.
All right, whoever's in the red hat, you're excused.
Madison, the guilty party, was informed that he would be executed. Van Terry, the father of one of Madison's victims, approaches the platform during the court to deliver a victim impact statement. Mr. Terry is now only a few feet from the man who violently took his daughter's life. He glanced straight at Madison after his speech and lost control. And anarchy follows. So that's it for today's video. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more such videos.